welcome to Catherine's Garden and Home, where we grow together. And this is a live session here that we're going to be talking about growing a rainbow vegetable garden for next year, for 20, not next year actually, for for growing it for this year, this growing season 2022. How can we grow a rainbow vegetable garden that can provide us with a lot of nutritional benefits, vegetables of the rainbow of color, red, orange, yellow, green, and blue, that can help to strengthen us and give us that optimal refreshment and invigoration and lift, so that when we go into the winter months of December and January of next year, 2023, we will be heading even into that time more stronger, more resilient, so that we can fight back any colds or anything, any flu, fever, whatever that may try to attack our bodies, because we've already fortified ourselves with the right foods, the rainbow of color that is possible. And I am excited about this. Hello. Hello. Who is joined me? Hello, Cheryl. I am doing Cheryl. Yeah, I'm doing very well. Thank you very much. I'm excited about this topic that that came into my mind as I was thinking about my intentional garden. I put together a journal for 2022 to help me to start to think about intentionally what I want to put in my garden. And as I've been really going through it, and I decided, well, let me get to it. Let me get busy. I decided to start with my part one, which is to dream and plan. And with that, I found out that my growing zone is zone 6, because I'm in the Boston area. My growing area is zone 6, Northeast, Boston area, New England area. And my average last frost date in September, according to the almanac, that almanac.com, I believe it is, May 1st. And that sounds pretty good. Usually the beginning of May to more so Mother's Day. I use Mother's Day as my way of knowing, well, let's get going. Let's get the seedlings in the ground, and that I can start to plant some seeds too, the cold weather crops like radishes and kale, and start to plant my cabbages and things like that, my little seedlings, and that they will be able to make it through. Then the average first frost date in my zone is October 10th, and the growing season is 161 days. So in that period of time of 161 days, what am I going to grow? Well, I have a garden, and for the last couple of years, I really have been pursuing growing vegetables. I love flowers, and my garden is more or less a flower garden, and a part shade garden, because I have a lot of trees. I've been surrounded by trees. But last year, I was able to cut down some trees in the front yard, which enabled me to grow a lot more vegetables, to even grow an herb garden. And it came out pretty good. It was very productive, I think, because I'm still enjoying a lot of the vegetables that I planted last year. I've been able to store my winter squash, my butternut squash, pumpkins, patty pans, and other winter squash, and I'm still eating them because they grew well in the garden because they had plenty of sun. And so, with that, I'm excited about vegetable growing, not just growing flowers and shade plants, but actually being able to indulge more in growing vegetables and maybe even in experimenting and growing different types. Now, Cheryl, do you have a vegetable garden? What kind of garden do you have? And have you been planting vegetables and herbs and flowers? What is it like for you? Let me know in the chat. And I'm so glad you came to join me. I'm very happy to know that I'm not just talking to myself, but that we can have a conversation here at Catherine's Garden and Home and share this time together. And you know that this is the time where we are up here in the Northeast. We can't really go out into the, yes, ma'am, yes. We can't go out into the garden because it's cold outside. It is cold. Hello, Rambo. How are you? Rambo Green Hands. How are you doing? Yes. Gardens Army. Good evening, Miss Catherine and Cheryl. Yes. Hello, chat. Yes. So good to have you all with me. I'm so glad that you are here. And Rambo, I'm glad that you stopped in because I know that you will be able. I'm so tired. Well, just let out and listen. Listen to me ramble. You might end up falling asleep. Who knows? But anyway, um, the seeds and vegetables. You know, this I think is such a great topic. Now, I have been working in my journal, Beverly. I've been working in my journal, and I don't know if you saw my last video. My last video was on pulling out my seeds that I've gathered from last year and the years before, and just looking at, well, what do I have on hand? I am actually growing kale and cabbage right now. Oh, that's great, Cheryl. What rate? Cheryl, are you in zone 8? I think I remember you from last time that you said you were in zone 8. I did see it. Yeah, that's good. Hello, I set my alarm so I won't miss it. Oh, Deborah. Good for you. I'm glad you're here with me because I think you'd like this topic. And I think was it last year or time before, I started talking about food cures and using food as medicine. Well, that's kind of the whole theme of this. The whole idea of this is to grow food that will give the best give us the best health benefits, give us the most productive, will be the most productive, and that are easy to grow. Hello. That's so good. I know. Deborah wanted to be on this chat. I'm so excited that you were excited about being here. And Deborah, I've been working in my journal, and this has really been helping me to think about, well, how can I be intentional about this garden this year? That I'm not just growing anything and everything, or that I'm just being haphazard about it, but that I can really be intentional about what I want to see happening. And last year's garden growing really helped, especially when I focused in on the herb garden. I am so satisfied with how that came about. I determined that I wanted to grow herbs because I wanted tea. Remember, I wanted tea, and I was talking about how tea has good health benefits, and that if you I watched your video but never commented. Got to go back. Good evening, Miss Catherine in chat. Hey, hello, Rachel. I'm trying to make myself drink smoothies. I don't like the texture. Yes, and so yes, I'm recognizing the reorganizing the sewing room and watching, but won't be able to chat as much. No problem. No problem. I know you'll chat when you feel led. when it stirs you, you got a comment you want to share, you will stop what you're doing and you will come to the chat. But in the meantime, listen, because I know you have some wisdom to give us. So that's all right. Um, so the growing season, as I said, that my journal has really helped to focus me a whole lot. Hey, Sonia, my girl. Hello, gardening family. So good to see you. It would not be a Wednesday night without my Sonia. Ha ha ha. I have hard time being quiet. You're right. Yes, because you're a wise woman. That's why, Rachel. Sonia, so good to have you here. You know, you are my girl. I just love your presence in the chat. I love all of your presence in the chat. So don't get jealous. I love your presence, Rambo. I love you, Bev. I love you, Deborah. I love you, Rachel. I love all of you. Cheryl. I love you all being here with me because it would be quite, it won't be any fun without having you all here with me because you make me happy. Yes, I saw it too with the shoveling of the snow. You guys are moving too fast for me down here. That's good. Here's a hello, family. Yeah, caught her shoveling the snow. Yes, I'm using the journal and it's helpful. That's good. Cheryl says, oops, Miss Catherine, I am actually in the process of ordering me a book. And yes, ma'am, I'm Zone 8, Alexandria, Louisiana. Yeah, I remember. I remember you being a Zone 8. You are in the prime place. A great, hey, yes, hi, all. Yes, that's Tall Cat 77. How you doing? Yes, you are in the prime place. I think you're zone 8. You can grow, girl. You can grow stuff. And you can cover and protect it and do all that you need to do. That is fantastic. Yes. And so, what I wanted to, this is all kind of stemming from my going into my little, oh, that's Gardens Army, haha, we got dumped on. Yes. We had we I what am I saying? Okay. I went and if you saw my video, my last video that I did, yes, that was a lot of snow for Rachel. But you know what? She's up in Canada. So that is expected. I understand because I'm here in Boston and we had our snow. And I'm sure that more snow is on the way, probably later on. And last year it snowed heavily in April or May. Not May, April. March and April, we had snow. It was crazy, and that seems to be happening. So that's one of the reasons why I'm not so anxious about starting to sow seeds outside. However, I want to take this time, these 161 days or so, and make sure that I am utilizing them to the best of my ability. So that's why I want to be intentional. Yes, the weather is confusing and confused all around the world. The whole world is confused. But that doesn't mean that we have to be confused. We can be intentional in our gardening and decide to make it work for us. And so, when the seeds that I had looked at that I saw that I had corn, okra, pumpkin, winter squash, bush beans, kale, basil, cucumber, carrots, kale, the dark dinosaur, kale, radishes, Swiss chard, all of these vegetables. Yeah, thumbs up. Give me a thumbs up. Yeah, give me a thumbs up. Yeah, give me a thumbs up. If you like this title, if you like just being in this chat, come on. The cheerleader has awoken, people. Yes. So, these are the vegetables that I have planted last year and that had success with. So I know that planting them out, these seeds, in May will work for me. Many of the seeds I started to in my little makeshift greenhouse that I have, my little greenhouse, and I started planting out the greenhouse in late April, like the May 1st date, so that they could get started. And because the sun was there, the heat, the warmth, it was against the house. We're getting snow this weekend in Zone 8A. Wow. So that to I was able to start my seedlings. And it's amazing to me, I think, that it doesn't take long for many of these vegetables to get to germinate. And I think many of them germinate within 12 days, maybe 15 days. So if you have like a little greenhouse or some kind of shelter for your seeds, that they can get the heat that they need and get the sunlight that they need, that you can get some seedlings started that you can then later plant out. The other thing that I did too to help me with my seedlings is that I got these plastic covers that, like if you purchase a cake and sheet cakes. At the time we had a lot of birthdays, and I had celebrations going on. So when I would see the sheet cake cover, I would ask the people, or I'd keep mine, the sheet cake cover, the plastic cover, and use that as a covering or dome to protect the seedlings and or the seeds, so that they can stay moist and stay warm, almost like producing or creating a like greenhouse effect, all right, for the seedlings. But usually by the end of May, the ground is definitely warm and ready to receive the seeds, and it doesn't take that long for the seeds to germinate. So May is really for me my seed starting growing time. I may push it up a little bit in April, depending on what the weather looks like. But overall, it is that time in May, May 1st. So the things, the seeds that germinate really quick. I took a Costco um, croissant container from someone's recycling. Haha. Yeah, exactly. And I have one right there. The croissant cover is fantastic for that too, and for starting seeds. And I actually have one right here. Hold on. with some, with some with some croissants in it. This is fantastic because you can put your plants here at the bottom and then cover it. And I've actually started seeds that way too. Um, I remember, I think last year when I was trying to start those micro seeds, I used that croissant container as well. So look for things like that, that you can repurpose and reuse to help you with your seeds starting. Um, all right, so you have corn. I have corn, okra, pumpkin, winter squash, bush beans, kale, basil, cucumbers, carrot, kale, radish, and Swiss chard. Those grew really well for me, and they were easy to grow. And of course, some of the basils, uh, the parsley grew easily, oregano. Some of these other herbs grew very quickly for me from seed. So that gave me confidence to know that I can do that. And so the next thing that I wanted to think about was that what kind of garden can I grow this year? Because I cut down the trees and I have more sun in my property, on my property. There's more sunny areas, I should say, on the property, that I can grow different vegetables. I know not to plant underneath the shade, and it's very deceptive, especially before the leaves come out fully, because you think that there's a lot of sun because you don't have all of those leaves there, on the trees. The deciduous trees um, are just leafing out. But when they're fully leafed out, then it becomes highly shaded. And the plants that I thought may thrive under or near that area actually don't. But now I know exactly where the sun is. The sun is in the front of the house. The sun is by my urban cottage gardening area where I grew all of my zinnias and my flowers and things. I know that that area receives a lot of sun, an almost full day sun. The front of the house receives a lot of sun. That's where I grew beets, grew there for me. My peppers grew there for me. And then on the other side, which I call my jewel garden area, receives a lot of sun as well. So I grew pumpkins and squash all the way down the side where I had the herb garden. Also receives a lot of sun all the way to the fig tree area. That receives a lot of sun. So I know where the sun is. Therefore, I need to plant my vegetables in those areas. And so then I was thinking about, okay, I want to grow vegetables. What are the sunniest areas of my garden? The front, the center garden, the side garden, and down by the herb garden are the sunniest parts of the garden. So how can I create a rainbow vegetable garden? And I got that idea from this book. How many of you have a NutriBullet? How many of you make smoothies? Well, the pastor said, I got to eat more healthy. I need to eat some smoothie. Usually in January, that's when that whole idea of making smoothies and eating healthy comes in. Because after eating all of that junk for Christmas, all the candies and the cakes and the pies and creating all of these other things, now my body is suffering. And you become more susceptible to colds and flu. And of course, we don't want to let our immune system come down. We want to keep our immune system up. So with that, thinking about boosting with healthy food our immune system, that's what we want to do. What happened? Where's everybody in the chat? Nobody's chatting? How you doing? Are you listening? Okay, so what I'm thinking of is this. In this book, we're listening. Okay, good. In this book that I got from the NutriBullet, it talks about the different colors. Okay, good. The different colors of the vegetables, okay, or different colors of nutrition. It says, while nutrition is a complex field of study, yeah, that's good, thank you. It got real quiet. I'm like, where's everybody? Am I talking to myself? But anyway, while nutrition is a complex field of study, nature gives us much of the information we need to choose our produce according to our personal health requirements. I said, oh, okay, this is good. This is good. And the easiest way to identify the nutrition locked within a given food is by looking at its color. Yes, the color of the food tells you the nutritional benefits. That's really easy. I can understand that. Our minds and bodies naturally associate different colored foods with different healthy needs. Have you ever found yourself craving oranges, orange juice, or carrots when you feel a cold coming on? This is due in part to the fact that they contain immune-boosting vitamin C and carotenoids, nutrients that work to fight off infection and illness in the body. Is your system calling for green juices and salads after a night of overindulging? On some level, you know that green foods contain the cleansing and detoxifying nutrients your body needs to regain its balance. Then it says nutritional cues provided by nature's color spectrum. And when you can recognize the vitamins and minerals associated with specific fruit and vegetable coloration, as well as the bodily systems and functions those nutrients support, you can make informed decisions on how to eat to address your specific health needs. Well, I thought about that. I said, well, I can plant different foods or fruits and vegetables, but vegetables from seed that will also give me a strong nutritional benefit that I can use to carry throughout the year. Now, some of you like to can, and some of you like to store, to freeze your like me, I like to freeze my vegetables. I love the natural look of them. I can still see the green, I can still see the red, the coloring. And then some of us store our squash, our pumpkins, and our butternut squashes. At least I do. Patty pans. You make your zucchini and you store it, freeze it, or your kale. You make some kale chips and things, and you're storing these for this time. This is when we need it the most. So planting enough vegetables with health benefits that can help you during the summer to boost your immune system, but then to take you into the winter months to help you to maintain your health and keep you healthy. And I have to say that this year I've been able to keep my weight down. That during the summer and the summer months, because I was eating a lot of my vegetables that I was growing and just eating more and being outside and nutrition, out in the environment, exercising and so forth, that I was able to lose at least 10 to 15 pounds. And this, usually at this time, I would have gained it all back from eating a whole lot of junk. But because I had such a surplus of fruits and vegetables and things, and they were frozen, I had access to them, that one, I didn't go to the grocery store as much. My food bills went down because I was eating my food that I had grown during the summer, and I gained weight, but I didn't gain back all of that weight that I had before. I still am 10 pounds down, and I am working to get back that other 5 that I gained off and lose some more weight. So it's exciting to be able to do that. Uh-oh, a troll has showed up. So that's why it is important to think about that. I think I got him. Yeah, so it's important to think about that. How can I intentionally now? Because I was just doing it, but now just planting vegetables and wherever they'll grow and just mixing it all up, and which I'm still going to do. But how can I? There's another one. There's another troll there. But how can I possibly do it again? Thank you. So how can I possibly do this again this year? Plant enough food to carry me into the winter time. I lost about 5 pounds today just shaving my legs. You might have needed that here to keep you warm, girl. You might have done that too early. Anyway, so so think about that. Think about growing food to help you with your nutrition. Okay, so that you could have vitality, right? You want to be more vital, more strengthened. You want to be strong. Yeah, it's a cold. It's cold, yes. So listen to this. Red on the color spectrum. Okay, so you have red, orange, yellow, green, and blue. And what NutriBullet says is that red vegetables represent anti-aging. So for those of you, like myself, who want to stay young looking, we want to stay, healthy and young, well, then we need to eat more vegetables that have red in it, that are red, pigment, have the red pigment. Then it talks about orange. Orange is for immune boosting. Orange is for immune boosting. So if you want to boost your immune system, eat more vegetables and fruits and so forth. Love beets. Yeah, beets are good. Red. Yes, good. Good, Bev. You get it. You're getting it. You're getting it. Orange, immune boosting. So that's orange. Yellow is for inflammation and regulation. For inflammation. So if you have, like for right now, I have a lot of my sinuses have been acting up, and a lot of, I could feel it here, all up in here. And so I've been taking ginger. Yellow is good. Yellow plants are good for that, for inflammation. And then green vegetables is for detoxifying. Like if you want to cleanse, if you're feeling all clogged up, detoxify by taking the green veggies. Like, that's why you will take a green smoothie. My beets plant sucks. I pulled one today and it's small. That's okay. I actually like the beets kind of small versus big. But don't just keep it in there. Just let it stay. Let it grow. Don't pull out anymore or replant it because it's a root vegetable. It'll still grow. Green, detoxifying. Blue is for brain boosting. So blue is for brain boosting. If you feel that you're slow and sluggish, eat blueberries, blackberries, that kind of stuff. I love beet greens. Me too. I love the beet greens and how they taste. So do you get it? Red is for anti-aging. Orange is for immune boosting. Yellow is for inflammation. Green is for detoxifying. And blue is for brain boosting. So that's how you get your rainbow vegetable garden. You get it? Yay! So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and do that throughout the garden, to have one section in which might have more of the greens, one section have more of the reds. You know how I like to mix things up, so I might not necessarily follow all of that, but, and then throughout so that I have a rainbow of veggies that can help to build up my body, my immune system, and I can get all of the health benefits. So I'm going to have a rainbow vegetable garden. Yes, that's what I'm going to put together. So as we go along, I'm going to try and become more creative in designing it. The location. So I already know that most of it's going to be in the front gardens. Okay, I'll replant it. Yes, replant it. The beets. So it's going to be in the front gardens that my vegetables will be. So now I'm going to have to, I'm going to try to figure out a creative way of designing it that it can be healthy. That it can be beautiful. Rainbow power in fruit and veggies. Exactly, Rambo. Rainbow power in fruit and veggies. So they give now some suggestions, and it made me happy. And then I started thinking of, well, what seeds do I already have? And by the way, I didn't get my, did you all get your Baker Creek? This is last year's. The Baker Creek Heirloom Seeds Catalog. But I do have my Burpee Seeds Catalog. But I even just looking at the different pictures, you can see they give suggestions of different, well, they have the flowers of color, right? So red, of course, tomatoes, tomatoes. That would be for the red, tomatoes. You received yours? Good. So when you get a chance, when you're looking at it, kind of think rainbow vegetables, rainbow vegetables. And the brighter the colors, the more pigmentation in it, the better. Let me see if I have this. Like I love the Johnny Seeds catalog. This is old. I don't know. My Seeds catalog did not come in this year quickly. But I love how Johnny puts it together. Because like here, in the Johnny Seeds catalog, you get a lot of information. Look, that's all of the microgreens, the different types of microgreens that you could grow. Isn't that interesting? I love this. You get so much information from these. That's why I save my catalogs. And especially the Johnny Seeds. They give, look at this. They talk about the different broccoli and the different types of broccoli that you can grow. Miss Catherine, thanks for having me, but the sleep is making it hard for me to stay awake. Much love, guys. God bless and keep calm and grow on. Yeah, no problem. No problem, Rambo. Thank you for coming by. It's so good to have you, and I'm glad you can dream about your vegetable garden. I see my Johnny Seeds catalog too. You did? Good for you. Even just looking at the front of the catalog, look at the different colors here. So even within the tomatoes, there are the different colors that you could use to help you with all of that, with your immune system. And the brighter the colors. Yeah, everyone say good night to Rambo. Woo, Rambo. Woo. Thank you for coming and joining us. It makes me feel so special to know that someone from the UK, you, Rambo, have decided to come and visit us here at Catherine's Garden and Home to be with us so that we can grow, 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 grow together in Catherine's Garden and Home. That's right. So we honor you. We say, grow on, sleep well, sweet dreams, and peace to you. Now, I like this. Look at all of the different types of pumpkins that you can have and the different colors within the pumpkins. Isn't that exciting? I think that is exciting. So I'm thinking of, well, what do I have? My rainbow garden. What do I have and what can I grow? So red for heart health, anti-aging. This is what I'm going to grow in my garden to represent red. And it's something that you probably are already growing in your garden too. So strawberries. I grew strawberries last year. Well, strawberries are great for heart health and anti-aging. Strawberries. So grow more strawberries. Tomatoes. Tomatoes are red also. And tomatoes provide that benefit. Beets. You guys beat me to the beets. Beets are red, and beets can also help with heart health and anti-aging. Raspberries. Raspberries. I know that that's a fruit, but you know, you grow it. Raspberries, and also the cherry, the tree, you know, the cherry tree. Cherries. I saw a cherry tree, and I've been wanting to buy a cherry tree for a while. And maybe this year I'll buy it. I saw a little one in Costco, and I don't know. I overlooked it, and I decided to move on because I was focused on buying my food, so I didn't buy the cherry tree. But this year, if I see a cherry tree at Costco, I'm gonna buy it. Or if I see a cherry tree at they're pretty in bloom. Yes, they are. I'm going to have to get myself my cherry tree this year and not say no. You know, sometimes Yeah, so strawberries and tomatoes. Make sure that you put strawberries and tomatoes to grow strawberries and tomatoes and beets in your vegetable garden, right? Now, orange. I was saying orange, immunity. Orange is for immunity. And carrots. Okay, so I grew carrots and I've had success by growing carrots in containers. And last year I tried to grow carrots, but I messed up because I mixed it with the radishes. I don't know why I was trying to put it together. I think I was hoping that the radishes would be able to grow first, and then when I pull up the radishes, yeah, yeah, get some if you can. I pulled up the radishes, and um, and the radishes ended up pulling out all of the carrot seeds, and it didn't work. It didn't work. So this year I have to be more intentional. I got to be more intentional and make sure that I plant my carrots in a location or in a container that I can monitor them, and also make sure that I pull up this the extra plants, because the carrot seeds are so small, and I'd have to make sure that I thin out the carrots. Yeah. So carrots. What else come on, people? What else are orange vegetables? That's a quiz question, okay? Come on, put it in the chat. What are some other orange vegetables that you want to plant? I put carrots. What are you going to plant that's orange? Let me know in the chat. Come on, wake up, wake up. Let's and that you can plant from seed. Rachel, what do you have that's yeah, peppers. Peppers. Yeah, the orange peppers. Peppers are orange. Let me see. Yes, they have orange peppers. What else? Bell peppers. Okay, yes, bell peppers. Okay. I'm looking at it here in Johnny's Seeds. Yeah, here we go. You're right. There you go. You see the orange? Orange peppers, red peppers, yellow peppers. Yep. So that's good. Yes. What else would you grow? Come on, from seed. I have carrots, um, peppers, squash. Yes, Deborah. Butternut squash. I was thinking of that. That's what I have down too. I have squash. I have orange bell pepper seeds, and the Trinidad perfume were orange as well. Okay. And so we have butternut squash, which is orange. We have pumpkins that are orange, and they're easy to grow. I know I could grow them. Carrots. How many of you orange? Yeah, they have those orangey color tomatoes now. That's true. What about sweet potato? Any of you grew sweet potatoes? Sweet potatoes are orange, and that's good for your immunity. So if you're feeling sick, you want to boost your immune system, eat sweet potatoes. That I've never grown sweet potatoes, but I've been wanting to grow sweet potatoes. I know that's not from seed, but I just put it down there because I was thinking that would be a good something good to plant that would be part of the rainbow, the vegetable piece too, as well. What about yellow? The yellow for inflammation. I thought about golden beets, ginger. I don't know if corn it helps with inflammation, but corn is yellow. I couldn't really think. Could you think of other yellow veggies that you can grow from seed? I have corn here, and summer squash. Summer squash, the crookneck squash, that's yellow too. That's something that you can grow from seed. So with the squashes, the yellow. Any of you have any other idea for yellow that we could plant? yellow seeds, yellow veggies, peppers and tomatoes. Okay, yellow peppers and tomatoes. I grew crookneck squash. Yeah, and that would go into the yellow for our garden. Yellow. Okay, green. Green is easy. Green with the detox because we already have kale and spinach, zucchini. Yes, I'm starting my slips on the windowsill. You are? Wow. I need to figure that out, how to do that. To start the slips with the sweet potato. And you know, they say you can eat the sweet potato leaves too, as well. So that's interesting. So, with the green, the cilantro, peppers, yeah, green peppers, cilantro, parsley, kale, spinach. I put down cucumber, zucchini, celery, mint leaves, Swiss chard, okra, green okra. Um, yeah, love crookneck squash. Me too. And then for the blue, I was thinking of that's the brain's central nervous system. Of course, we have blueberries, eggplant. Eggplant is under the blue. Yeah, eggplant, plums if you have a tree, purple cabbage, purple grapes. I and cute. Yeah. So purple grapes also, green pepper. Yes, for the green pepper. You love peppers, Rachel. You love all of the colors of the peppers. Yes, so that would be your rainbow right there. Could you imagine having all your peppers out and that you have all of the different colors? That would be a rainbow pepper vegetable garden, right? There you go. My garden, huckleberries. Yes, your huckleberries, the blue. Yeah, red, orange, yellow, and that looks like a purple. Collards, yeah, that's with the greens. Exactly. So that is my goal, and that's what I'm thinking of putting together. Why? So that I can eat right and healthy. And then in the summertime, we eat our vegetables raw, right? The more raw you eat them, and that that's the way that you can gain the most of the nutrition by eating it raw. So look at this. This is a NutriBullet, the orange with the carrots. Yep. And making your green smoothies. Well, in this they also give different recipes. So then the next thing, of course, you don't want to be just growing all this food and you're not eating it. But eating it is so important. And one of the ways to get all of that good nutrition down is by creating smoothies and soups. The smoothies and soups. Of course, the soups during the winter time, but during the summer months, and that's what happened. I did drink a lot of smoothies. I took out my NutriBullet. I liked to put it together with the spinach and with spinach with almonds, the berries, and what else? Yeah, but making that combination and eat and drinking it in and getting in as much of the vitamins as possible. So let me give you some suggestions too, some more suggestions of different types of vegetables that you can, and food that you can eat that fall under the rainbow colors. And they have a rainbow guide here. So for red, they give you a whole lot of suggestions. So I'm going to just read some of them off for you. That if you see them in the grocery store or in your shopping and you want to create some smoothies or even just cook some of them, that you can purchase them and know that you are actually helping your health. The top 10 anti-aging reds. Apples, number 1. Cranberry, goji berries, pomegranate, red bell peppers, and strawberries. Tomato, almonds, green tea. And I was surprised that they would give green tea as a red fruit, but they said loaded with antioxidants, polyphenol, and compounds. Green tea is one of the most healthy drinks on the planet. Regular consumption of green tea has been linked to benefits ranging from cancer prevention to weight loss. Green tea is also known for its neurological benefits, and several studies have found a connection between the polyphenols in green tea and protection against degenerative brain conditions like Parkinson's, Alzheimer's diseases. Yeah, so as we get older, we need to drink more green tea. Green tea and almonds. Almonds. I love almonds. So that's for the red. So that's some suggestions of red foods that you can um, take to fight off anti-aging, the aging process. For orange, they gave carrots, oranges, orange bell pepper, red lentils, sweet potato, Brazilian nuts. Garlic and onions also were considered part of the orange recipes, or the orange fruits and vegetables, because it helped with the immune boosting. And with garlic, it says this pungent little plant is known for its immune boosting prowess. Home to hundreds of sulfuric compounds, garlic has been studied for its antibacterial and antiviral qualities and has been used as a remedy for infections ranging from gangrene to the common cold throughout the course of history. It certainly packs a punch of flavor, but adding a clove or two of raw garlic to your super blast might be the secret to warding off those sniffles come cold and flu season. Any of you grow garlic and onions? Maybe that's something to consider also to boost your immune system. I'm thinking about growing garlic and onions. I started to do that last year, but I put it in the wrong location, and they ended up being shrouded by shade, and the garlic didn't grow as well as I'd wanted them to. But they grew when there was no shade, when the leaves weren't out on the trees. As soon as it became very shaded, the garlics disappeared. So garlic and onions. Much like garlic, onion contains sulfuric compounds that are proven to be helpful in fighting infections. I do hardneck garlic from Johnny Seeds. You do, Bev? Oh wow. Yeah, they talk about. I've heard Garden Answer Laura talk about that. The different types of garlic, the hardneck garlic from seeds. Do you do it from seeds, or do you get it from the little bulbs, the little starters? Because I've seen the little starters like in Lowe's. I actually started another set last fall. You did? Oh, that's great, Bev. So I need to try that. I need to think about planting garlic and onions this year. Something to add. And that's part of the orange because of the fact of the immune system, building and strengthening your immune system. So that is with that one. Let's look at the next one. So the yellow, some of this from Johnny Seeds. Okay. When I get the Johnny Seeds catalog, I'm going to check that out. The yellow, some of the suggestions that they give for yellow is for inflammation and soothing. Ginger. And you know, I started to grow that ginger. It grew, but then it got kind of lanky, and I didn't put it in dirt. But I'm going to try the ginger again because ginger is considered great for inflammation. known for its nausea effects. Ginger is also a powerful anti-inflammatory food due to its suppression of compounds known to signal the inflammatory response. There is some evidence that ginger may also help reduce pain caused by osteoarthritis, OA, but results are not yet conclusive. So if you're feeling any kind of arthritis, pain, or anything, ginger is supposed to be helpful for that. Golden beets, pineapple, pineapple. It's part of the yellow. Pineapple contains the enzyme bromelain. Bromelain has been shown in several studies to reduce inflammation associated with arthritis, synostosis, tendinitis, sprains, and other inflammatory conditions. Yeah. So pineapple is good for inflation. I mean, not inflation, inflammation. What about turmeric? It's part of the orange family. Yeah, you're right. Turmeric. That's right. That's right. They have turmeric here. Saffron, turmeric. Turmeric is one of the most celebrated anti-inflammatory foods due to its high concentration of compounds, curcumin, which gives the root its intense yellow color. Curcumin has been found to reduce the levels of two enzymes in the body that cause inflammation and has proven especially effective in soothing arthritic symptoms. And then Rainer cherries, those sweet yellow-red cherries, they're also good for inflation. I keep saying inflation, but I mean inflammation. Inflammation in the body. All right. So, virgin olive oil is also considered part of the yellows. Olive oil is rich in vitamin E. Yellow chili pepper, flaxseed, and kiwi. Kiwi is also considered part of the yellow. Yeah, nothing's good for inflation. I agree. Yeah, that's true. Best blast ever. Okay, so that's the yellow. Now we have, the green, the detoxifying greens. And I think we covered a lot of that. Artichokes, broccoli. Nobody mentioned broccoli. Broccoli, Brussels sprouts, cilantro and parsley, green tea, kale, red beets and their greens, wheatgrass, lemons are also good. Lemons. Yeah, lemons are supposed to be good. Though yellow in color, lemons rightly deserve their place among the top 10 greens with their detoxifying properties. Lemon juice helps to balance the pH levels in body and, like artichokes, stimulates the production of bile from the liver, which helps to bind and remove toxins from the body. It would not be a Wednesday evening without Rachel to give us a good laugh. Yes, sorry. Blues and purples. Blues and purples. We have black beans. I didn't talk a lot about beans. Black beans, but legumes are supposed to be good for brain empowering blues. Brain empowering. So if you want to increase your brain, I love beets. Oh, that's good. Tall Cat 77. Yes. I'm glad that you love beets. It seems like there are a lot of beets lovers. I think I'm gonna give I'm gonna give one of those polls that I'm gonna put it on my community page and find out what are your favorite vegetables to grow. It seems like a lot of you all like to grow beets. Because I've seen beets, at least that word beets up there in the chat at least 5 or 6 times. Beets, 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 and more beets. Black beans. Okay, blackberries. Blackberries, brain empowering foods. Love beets too. Blackberries, blueberries, eggplant, plums, purple cabbage. Purple cabbage is good also for brain empowerment. Purple grapes, flax seeds, walnuts, and avocados. Of course, avocado is not blue, but I do love avocados. And walnuts. And of course, your berries that you grow, Rachel. Brain empowerment. That's probably why you can think so fast and quick. Because you eat all those berries. Yeah, that's right. You're so smart. Anyway, the blues. What kind of berries do you eat again? We talked about, Rachel. Your huckleberries. I guess we all need to be growing some huckleberries so that we can have the brain empowerment blues going on, like Rachel. Yes, so black beans, blackberries, blueberries, eggplants. You know, that's one of the things that I want to buy this year. Eating a few walnuts now. You are, Viv. Yes. Hello, Mama J. How are you? Welcome. Love avocados too. You love avocados? That's good, tall cat. But you love avocados. Yes, Mama J is in the house. Garden huckleberries. It's a nightshade, not a true berry, but it's blue. Yes. Can someone please tell how do I get Johnny C catalogs? Well, the way you get the Johnny C catalog is you go to their website, Johnny C's catalog website, and then you just request it. They'll send it to you for free. On the website. Let's see. I'm trying to. JohnnySeeds.com. I'm going to put it up here. Read the bottom. You see at the bottom there? JohnnySeeds.com. And you go onto the website and you request the catalog. Yeah, and they'll send it out to you. It might take a little bit, but it'll come, and you'll be able to. If anything, I just received my Johnny Seeds catalog in the mail. You did. That's great. That's great. What I love about this catalog is the description and the information. Look at this. All of the different types of cucumbers you can get. And they give you such detailed information. It's really informative. And I think that is really good, that you can learn more, like the different types of peppers and hot peppers. It's a wealth of information. And you could also get tools, different tools. I think it's a little more expensive here, but you can get ideas. So, yeah, get your catalogs. That was the other thing that I wanted to talk about today. That's why I pulled out my catalogs here. And that's why I brought them out, so that you can be aware of the different catalogs. And are there other catalogs that you all subscribe to that will be able to give us more choices for vegetables and seeds? If so, put it in the chat so that we can also order and ask for a catalog too. So I have Johnny's, Burpee, Seeds, and Baker Creek Heirloom. Those are the catalogs that I've ordered from. And then for flowers and growing plants, I've done the White Flower Farm. That's more for the flowers. But I love their catalogs too, because they give you some really great ideas of how to set up your borders. I know I'm changing the subject to flowers here, but you see, they give some nice ideas of different borders and plants and flowers. But that is for another day, because we are running out of time. And I hope that this has been informative. I've enjoyed your company, and you all are a lot of fun. I truly appreciate it. And when you are thinking about your garden and ordering your seeds, think about the color. Think about having a rainbow vegetable garden. And think about where you'd want to put it, what kind of vegetables you want to grow, and why. I think being intentional about your vegetables. I got Park Seed. Okay, Park Seed and Territorial Seed catalogs. Oh, yeah. Let me write that down. The Park Seed. And let me see, what was the other one? You're getting your journal tomorrow? Oh, that's good. Okay, what did you say here? What was the two? Oh, a lot happened in just a moment there. I just see my Johnny Seeds. I got Park Seed and what was the other one? Territorial Seed. I haven't heard of that one before. That's interesting. So I learned something new today. Thank you, Beverly, for sharing that information with us. And Sonia says, I'm getting my intentional garden journal tomorrow. Can't wait. I want to plant more veggies. Hello, Mama J. Mama J is there. Yeah. So I've started filling out my journal and just using the space. But it's helped me to think about what I want to do, what I want to plant, and my goals for spring. My goals for spring is to gather seeds of vegetables that are colorful, nature's color spectrum. That's what I wrote down in my journal here. I left room for other things. And so I'm growing produce according to their color and health benefits, identifying the nutrition by the color of the food, and really I'm going to use this space in the journal here to kind of map out, well, what do I want to see each of the spaces, what would it look like, and how can I put it together? Got it. Young seeds. Okay. Oh, let me write that down. Thank you. Young seeds. Wow, I'm going to have some fun checking out these different websites. And so I'm going to be using this part to map out my gardens and see what I want to plant in each of the different areas that I mentioned earlier in my garden, the sunny areas, and what vegetables that I want to put together. And they talk about companion planting too with the vegetables, that some vegetables grow better with other vegetables. And I want to consider that as well. And also, what flowers do I want to put in with what? Like last year, I planted the marigolds with the cabbages, and that seemed to help to keep and ward off the slugs. They did eat some of them, but hello, G Mama Gross. How are you? So good to have you. We're going to be ending soon, but so good to see you pop in. Yes. And thank you for your support. I really do appreciate you. Also, John Shepard's catalog for kitchen garden seeds. What is that? Let me write that one down too. John Shippers. Okay. I'll check them all out. Yes. Burpee, yes. Burpee seeds too, yes. Burpee. Catalogs. That's good. That's good. Yeah, so we have a lot of catalogs and different types of seeds. And even if you don't order from them at all, because I really haven't ordered from many of them because it was kind of like overwhelming. Um, so I just have them, and I actually have Baker Creek heirloom seeds. I have the 2019 catalog. This is when I was just kind of figuring them out. I have the 20 the 20 I have the 2020 catalog, and I have the 2021. And I'm hoping that they will hurry up and send my 2022. So now I have these catalogs over time, and I'm using them as references because the pictures are so beautiful. Look at this corn, all of the different types of corn that they offer. And it's a learning process. So I'm starting off when I was doing seeds or planting by seeds. I started off by inexpensive seeds from the Dollar Tree, where you can get 4 for $1. And there was enough seeds so that I could have enough vegetables and starts, because I didn't have a lot of space. So I didn't need a lot of seeds. White flower farms, yes. White flower farms, Deborah. That's good for flowers. And there are others. Make sure that you get your David Austin catalog. I didn't get mine; hasn't come in yet. But David Austin Rose catalog is fantastic. I have quite a few of them from the last couple of years, and that Rose catalog is so great because it gives you a lot of detailed information of how to care for roses and the different types of roses. So if you're a rose lover, just go and go to David Austin Roses and order a free catalog, and they will send it to you. And that is full of information. I have some of those roses, absolutely stunning. Yeah, I just look at the roses. I haven't had the courage to buy any yet because I said, oh, they're so expensive. And if they don't grow, I'm gonna be very upset. If something should happen. So I haven't launched out to actually buying a David Austin rose. But one of these days I will. That is on my bucket list, to buy a David Austin rose. Thank you all for the important information on the seed catalog. Oh, you're so welcome, Cheryl. Yeah, today has been very rich. Thank you, gardeners. Beverly is a catalog collector, I could tell. Beverly, you like looking at the seed catalogs, huh? Yes, you do. They are expensive, but so worth it. They are. Oh, you're making me dream. Oh, to get my first. Which one do you recommend? Which one do you have? Which rose do you have? Which David Austin rose do you have? You'd think that I would have David Austin roses in my garden with the way that I promote them. Yeah, you're a seed catalog connoisseur. You're an expert on seed catalogs. That's good. That's good. Well, we need that encouragement, especially now in January and February, in the cold months, to keep us excited about gardening and so forth. So, it's pretty good. I think that's wonderful. That's why I pulled out my seed catalogs and I look at them. It just helps me to make it through. I also have like this book. I also have some other gardening books, but I don't know. For some reason, I like to see catalogs, and I used to order. I used to Country Gardens. I used to order the magazines. They don't make magazines like they used to. They're not as and they're so much more expensive, almost as expensive like books. So I don't buy the magazines anymore. But the seed catalogs are free. Using those spaces, I realize I have over 4 raised beds and 20 to 30 pots, not to mention totes. Wow. Yeah, so that's good. That's good, Deborah, that you are. What the spaces you're talking about? The spaces in my in the book. These spaces. Yeah, that really helps to really organize yourself and be intentional. Hey, Miss Catherine and Kareem. Hey, Cassie, how are you? I am wrapping up soon because I know my phone is about to go, but the battery's low. But the thing is yeah, it's so good that you made it, even so that we can applaud you because you are a rose lover. The names escape me, but colors are pink and red with yellow and a yellow one. Very scented too. I will look up the names and let you know next live. Okay, good. Yeah, next live we could talk about roses. I'm gonna pull out all of my old David Austin catalog of roses. I have quite a few, and I've done a couple of videos about the catalog. Hey, Sharon. Sharon. Hey, Sharon. You came on. Oh, yeah. Meet my everyone. Welcome Sharon. She's my cousin, and she's come to join us here in the chat. And she's all the way in the Caribbean. I'm going to order. See. Yeah, that's good. That's good. So welcome, Sharon. Sharon, woo, welcome to my garden community. Um, hey, Sonia. Hello, Sharon. Hey, Sharon. Yay. But I'm about to wrap up soon. But anyway, thank you so much. I have a mini rose I'm trying to keep alive. Yeah, roses are welcome, Sharon. I'm so jealous. Hi, yes. I love Floribunda roses too. Hello, Sharon. Me too. I love the flora, but there's some roses that grow more easily than others. I'm going to order the catalog tonight. Make sure you do that. Oh, wow. I feel so blessed. Yay! Yes. So next week we're going to talk about roses. Yes. So get all your rose info, okay, to share. I'm going to this is my kind of topic, Cassie. Yes, Cassie, yes, you love roses and we love your pics. So, you know what? Do that, people. Yes, Sharon. Woo! Sharon, yes, you're interested in my gardening. Yes, this is my gardening journal. And we've been working through it. I'm planning on going through it and just using it to help us with our gardening. And today we talked about garden catalogs and seed planting and all of that stuff. And you can grow all year long, so you definitely should get a garden going if you haven't already. You probably do, but if not, get going with it and grow, 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 grow. And what we were talking about today, and you know that I remember your dad. He would tell us to take our vitamins and eat healthy and all of that good stuff. So using food as our medicine is so important, and that way we can be healthier and stronger and all of that good stuff. And anyway, you're there where you can drink the soursop bush tea and all that good stuff. Eat those mangoes. They were talking about, you know what, orange. Yeah, the orange vegetables, but we can't grow it up here up north. But the orange foods, and orange is good for the orange and the yellows. Good for the immune system. And papaya. Papaya punch. Yes, all of that to help. So anyway, I am going to wrap up, but it has been such a pleasure, and make sure that we all come together. I just bless each and every one of you. Thank you so much for coming on and spending your time with me. I do value it. It has been such a pleasure, and I hope that it has brought you some joy too, because we need joy. We need joy, especially in these times. And we will be back next week. I start at 5:30 in the evening, Eastern Standard Time. And come next week with your catalogs, your flower catalogs. What is your favorite rose? And roses, and we're going to talk flowers next week. Flowers next week. Vegetables this week. Flowers next week. And I know that many of you want to start a flower garden. So what catalog you all are talking about? We talked about all kinds of catalogs. We talked about the vegetable catalogs, growing. We talked about this. Thank you, Miss Kate. Enjoyed this live. Thank you, Sonia. We talked about Baker Creek. We talked about Johnny Seeds. We talked about, what else did I have? Burpee. So everyone greet each other. Come on, let's come up in the chat and thank each other for coming. You need to splurge and buy at least one of his roses. I know, Deborah. I do. I'm so excited about buying one of his roses. Woo! Oh, yes. So next week, we're going to talk about David Austin roses. We're going to talk about roses. We're going to talk about flowers. And I'm the only rose person, huh? That's all right. We'll talk about whatever flowers. I said flowers, Rachel, flowers. You love flowers. I know. You're shocked. Yes. I think the plants themselves are ugly, but the blooms are gorgeous. Like, thank you so much, Cheryl. Yes. Yeah, so thank you all for coming on. It's amazing how we can all come together. Good night and blessings, everyone. Yes, Sonia's all the way in California. It's from East Coast, West Coast, Louisiana, Canada. I'm here in Boston. Oops. I'm here in Boston. We had Rambo from the UK. We have Sharon in the West Indies. We're international here at Catherine's Garden and Home. Home Depot sometimes carries his roses. I will have to check them out. Yes. All right. So good night, everyone. Yeah. So isn't this wonderful that we can come together from all over the world and have this great conversation and grow together. So I bless you all. I thank you all. Stay healthy, eat well. It is a melting pot. Yay! I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I just can't hide it. Good night, gardening family. So thank you all for coming. And bless you all. And have a great evening. And I'll see you next time right here at Catherine's Garden and Home, where we grow together in Catherine's Garden and Home. That's right. Grow together in Catherine's Garden and Home. Yes. Have a wonderful evening. Thank you so much. You've made my life much more richer, and I feel so much joy as I go to sleep. I'm going to have a good night's rest tonight, sleeping and dreaming about roses. Have a good night. Bye. Exactly how it's going to be in heaven. Melting pot. That's right, Bev. Yes, when we all get to heaven, what a day of rejoicing that will be. Yes. Have a good night. Bye. Amen. Amen. Amen.